What's up, YouTube? Top85 401 here. I figured I'd end 2024 with a binder rummage. This is my player collection of Buster Posey. All my binder cards are in here, so I'm able to fit them all into one. Some early Posey cards. I suppose these I probably should take out of the binder at this point. Those Diamond Anniversary and Cognac cards have aged extremely well over the years. They're almost 15 years old. Topps made some fantastic looking parallels in the 2010s, like that. I think they call it like a sapphire or blue. Comment down below if you know what that one's called, but that's got like a nice sparkle shine to it. You can see it up there. Of course, they had the Walmart and Target exclusives throughout the years as well. Some of these refractors, you can barely tell they're refractors, but these two are refractors. That's back when they use zero etching. When there's no etching on refractors, you can't really tell. I love those action shots of Posey and his catcher's gear. All kinds of fun cards. I've been collecting Posey since he was a rookie. Kind of a side PC. Hall of Fame career, in my opinion. Should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't see why he wouldn't. He's a brilliant mind. He knew how to handle a pitching staff. Fantastic defense. And he could hit a little bit, too. Some clutch home runs in the playoffs. I remember I think it was game 5 against Cincinnati in 2012. I'll never forget that home run. I was watching that game with my dad. I gave him a high five, and I think I might have bruised his hand. I high-fived him so hard. I was pumped up. There we go, more Posey action. Love those yellows. I think those are like Walgreens exclusives. Love the exclusive colored parallels. And I'm not going to be chasing any kind of Posey rainbow or anything like that. But when I pick up a few cool cards, like who knows how many are in this rainbow here. There might be 20 different colors. But I just, when I pick them up, if I run across them, I'll add them to the collection. Beautiful cards, though. Love it. Love the minis. So sick. And there's a lot more Posey I can add to the PC. They made lots and lots of cards of him throughout his career. He was, of course, in both Panini and Topps his whole career. And he's going to be one of those guys that is going to have a lot of post-career cards as well. That's the way it is. Like when I was a kid, like 1989, 1990, Mike Schmidt retires, right? That's the end of baseball cards for Mike Schmidt. George Brett retires. That's the end of baseball cards for George Brett. And that's the way it always was until probably around 2010. And you'd see a few post-career cards from box sets and commemorative sets. Not anything from the contemporary mainstream manufacturers. That's one of the things I like about the 90s cards is all the inserts are from active players. You don't really get retired guys. But anyways, as I was saying I'd say around 2008, 9, 10, maybe 7, somewhere in there, Topps really started pumping out the retired players. And now it's gotten to the point where you could have an entire collection of somebody that retired 30, 40, 50 years from now and not have a single card from their playing days. So it's kind of interesting how the hobby now views a post-career card compared to when the player was active. Love that card right there. That card is sick. I must have doubles of this one because that's not something I'd normally put in my binder. But if I got a duplicate, it's going in the binder. Man, cool cards here. Anyway, so like for example, Mickey Mantle, when I was a kid, I had all my Mantle cards were vintage. I didn't have any post-career Mantle cards, and now, man, you could put a collection of thousands and thousands of mantle cards. Same with Willie Mays. You know, my only Willie Mays card when I was a kid. I think I had the 1960 Topps Master Mentor card that had Bill Rigney on it. And that was my only Mays card. That was good enough for me. But now, man, you sure can have a lot of Mays cards in your collection. I mean, I have a whole post-career collection of Mays stuff, and I enjoy it. I'm just saying the hobby certainly views those cards differently now than when I was a kid. Whole page of Bowman Platinum Buster Posey. Happy New Year's, everybody, and hopefully everyone had a good Christmas. I certainly did. And 2025 is right around the corner. Guess my collecting goals for 2025 is to whittle down my PC on stuff that I really, really enjoy. Not really whittle down, just kind of go through my cards and continue to organize them more and really hone down on what I want to collect and maybe even start moving some stuff that doesn't really fit into my collection and reallocating that money towards items that I'd prefer to have in my collection. Been doing a little bit of that in 2024, and it's been a lot of fun. It's always fun to trade and move stuff that you don't really want, and then pick up more cards that you want. I don't really want to spend my regular income on cards anymore. So if I can somehow resist the urge to buy cards all the time and only buy cards when I sell things, I should be able to have a self-sustaining collection. In other words, be able to build my collection based on what's already in my collection. That's kind of like, I think, the goal of every collector, and how cards kind of circulate through the hobby is people wanting a self-sustaining collection. I think once you get to a certain point, or people that kind of have a different strategy than I've had over the years, will employ that. That way they're not spending their regular income on their collection. Man, so cool. All kinds of cool Posey cards over the years. I love these die cuts that they made over the years. That cut to the chase. All these are just sick. Sick cards. Love them. Love all that chrome technology. Guess I got a relic card in here. I think this one got creased, so I just stuck it in the binder. That's what I do, guys. Really cool cards that get damaged, that I don't want to get rid of, or that I know I shouldn't get rid of, I just put them in my binder. Buster Posey on the Team USA for the win. Got a bunch of the Panini cards here in the back. Of course, when Posey is in his catcher's gear, his Panini cards present fantastically. Also, when you got a batting stance and you're able to see the back of the jersey, that always looks nice. Man, I want to get the Prism version of this Infugo card. I bet you that card has a lot. Well, I know it has a lot of etching. The Prism version would look sick. I might pick that one up. It's a card I've been kind of wanting to add to my collection. Anyway, super sick cards. Super sick. There we go. Some all-star cards. Love the 83 top style. Brings back so many memories. Buster Posey for the win. Love the 60 tops look. 60 tops. It is my favorite set from the 60s. I just love 1960 tops. They're fantastic cards. As a matter of fact, if I were to ever embark on another vintage project, as you guys know, I completed the 59 set. And I would love to complete the 1960 set someday. So I might start working on that, maybe in retirement. I got another 7 years before I retire, so that would be a fun project to work on in retirement. Maybe I could pick up a few cards here and there. between now and when I retire. So that wraps it up, guys. That's all my Posey cards. I hope you enjoyed the binder showcase. And let's find a cool page to go out with. Oh, man, so fun. Player collection binders are just awesome. Let's go out with this page. I love the turkey red action. Thanks so much. I had to get this off of the tripod. Thanks so much for tuning in. And as always, until next time, happy collecting.